Hello, my name is Samuel Song, and I'm going to be talking about public schools versus private schools. And so in America, public schools, teachers have to teach every kid who falls within their district. There are low-income families and high-income families. Almost always, high-income families live in more higher-class areas, where low-income families live in lower-class areas. To live in a higher-class area requires parents to pay more tax money than they would if they lived in a lower-class area. More money equals higher quality, and less money equals lower quality. So, how do we get this topic? Okay. Our resolution: California should adopt a voucher system in public schools. California schools are not producing adequate education. For my subpoints, I'll be talking about California colleges have to produce remedial classes because public schools are not doing an adequate job in instilling a good writing and math background in their students. B. Public schools fail to change curriculum in order to enhance the learning experience. C. Public schools that focus on college prep do not adequately supply these students with the knowledge necessary for college preparation. And for my evidence, it's a tough lesson for millions of students just now arriving on campus. Even if you have a high school diploma, you may not be ready for college. In fact, a new study calculates 1/3 of American college students have to enroll in remedial classes. The bill to colleges and taxpayers for trying to bring them up to speed on material they were supposed to learn in high school comes to between $2.3 billion and $2.9 billion annually. My subpoint B, my evidence, our federal law ensures free and public education for all students. This seems to me to be both the cornerstone and detriment of the system. The education system is literally required to be all things to all people. While some additional funding is provided for students with special needs, it does not begin to cover the types of modifications that have to be made all day, every day. Students are grouped together, often arbitrarily, for instructions without necessity to teach them little. This average approach meets few individuals. And in this picture, it shows that California is below average, while schools like Florida is average, and we're just failing below average, basically. And for my inherency claims, public schools do not have any motivation to improve the quality of their education. The source of the problem is that the education and wealth distribution creates harm to public schools due to the fact that they do not have equal distribution of wealth. Wealth and education success share a relationship in which students find themselves either succeeding or not succeeding due to their socio-economic background. Valerie Stratis, Washington Post writer, on September 14, 2011 said, school dropout rates are significantly higher for teens residing in poor communities. In 2007, the dropout rates of students living in low-income families was about 10 times greater than the rate of their peer from high-income families. Also, data from a national cross-section study of children were used for a study. It was shown that non-Hispanic Caribbean Americans with a higher income, that's 72% of the total sample attained better test scores, while families in the lowest income bracket showed a considerable drop in test scores. For my subpoint B, school finance, this is another inherency claim. School financing is controlled by the district in which subpoint B. School financing is controlled by the district in which some districts have more finances to disperse than others. John G. Onglick, who has an education degree and is president of Onglick, Role Equity and Adequacy in School Funding. By this measure, some states have greater funding equity than others, and in most states, wealthy districts have significantly higher per pupil expenditures than do poor districts. Equity is like to be greater when the residents of poor districts pay higher taxes. For my second inherency claim, another source of problems that public schools face is it is difficult for public schools teachers to dismiss disruptive students due to heavily regulated current laws. California public school teachers lack motivation to improve because there are too many disruptive, violent, drug addicted, mental health issued students who are protected under the No Child Left Behind legislation. An incentive to public school teachers to not report nor expel students so the school can make adequate yearly progress. For my solvency issues, a voucher system would increase students' education and overall higher education is the outcome. For my subpoint A, vouchers would create competition. In this section, we motivate more fully the use of residual elasticity of demand as our preferred competition measure. We then describe how we use this to shed light on the direct effect on competition on public school performance. For my subpoint B, competition would eliminate weaker programs. Schools threatened by vouchers in the past show significant improvement. Jay Green, PhD, Senior Fellow, Manhattan Institution for Policy Research, states that schools threatened with the prospect of vouchers showed the second greatest improvement, making relative gains of 6.7 scale points on the FCAT math test, 8.2 points on the FCAT reading test, and 3.0 percentile points on the Stanford 9 math test. C. Vouchers give students greater choice. And D. Vouchers have produced improvements when they are used. Vouchers have a study in Milwaukee, a voucher program in its first phase did not have much of a bite in increasing competition. In the second phase, due to higher private school participation and an increase in per pupil revenue lost from the voucher led to a significant improvement in performance of the treated public schools. Finally, Californians should want to adopt a voucher program for all students, so rightfully they can have an opportunity to leave school where other disruptive students hinder their quality of education, and after being accepted, attend a private school where they will not face these problems anymore. Thank you.